Hey there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome to this live reading session with me, Hannah. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some live readings today. We do have someone who has booked in, so thank you very much for booking. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look here. If I just load up everything. How are we all doing on this fine Tuesday? Yes, we're jumping on a random Tuesday. It is Mars Day. Mars is in Capricorn. Okay, let's have a look. Pretty interesting, I would say, combination of planets with. Hi Shay. Welcome. I see that you have booked in again, so thank you for booking. I will be right with you. Yeah, what was I saying there? I was saying that interesting combination of planets with the moon being in Scorpio and so much Capricorn. And today I do feel like I rose to the occasion. I feel like I was able to tap in, dig deep, and sort of go, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. The type of motivation I need. So yeah, pretty good. Let's have a look here. Yeah, okay. Right, I do want to highlight though, before we dive into this session of live readings, if you're interested in booking a full session with me via my website, hannahselsewhere.com, you can receive 22% off any of my services until the Capricorn new moon, which happens on Sunday. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 days. 5 days, and you just have to use the code GamePlayer, because the whole thing is that the layout, the vibe, I guess, of my services has changed. And the thing is that I'm trying to. Oh, hold on, sorry, Shay. Your birthday falls on the day, so it happens on the day of the new moon. How interesting is that for you? Woohoo! Okay. Like I was saying there, yeah, so my services and how I guess how I share astrology is changing. I really want to try and focus on how you can be the player of your life, no matter what transits are up ahead or currently happening. I think oftentimes we confuse certain transits as being the big bad boogeyman, especially Pluto, for example. And then we look at things like karma, all these lessons that we have to learn from these bosses, these kind of godlike figures above us. but actually, I want to try my best and help you see that you have the power within you, right? No matter what day of the week it is, right? There's no perfect day to do something. And even during days where it's pretty difficult, right? It's pretty challenging. Can we not also see that as an opportunity to rise to the occasion like I did today? And then equally, it's okay for certain days to be messy, isn't it? It's okay for certain days to not be the best. And then it's all a learning process. Yeah, it's all about taking on the day. And you know what? Taking each day as it comes. I think that we can really hype up certain transits and what's up ahead and kind of forget to live in the moment, in the now. And it's not to say that I'm not going to. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on two things at once. Give me a moment, please. Oh, I'm getting your information here ready, Shay. Let's have a look. Sorry. 2 seconds. Yeah, it's not to say that I'm not gonna look up what's ahead and everything for others. It's more that I think it's important to kind of ground ourselves in the now and to be present about things. Because if I was to tell you, for example, oh, this event is going to happen around this day, or be careful of this, watch out for this. You could unintentionally, it could be this unintentional self-fulfilling prophecy, right? That is a possibility. Okay, let's see. See, times. Career paths. Okay, no problem, Shay. Let's have a look. Let me see. Whatever is happening lately is pretty strange, to say the least. What do you mean by that? What is your experience like? Right? Because I think we all experience astrology in our own unique way, is what I'm trying to get at. You said that you love what I'm doing with the whiteboard. It's easier to understand. Oh, good. I'm glad. You know what? I'm hoping to bring more of that style to longer form videos at some point. So we'll see. We will see. Thanks very much for your feedback. You say you love the whiteboard series. Great. I'm so glad. I'm really, really glad. It's fun to do those, I think, especially as shorts, the short versions. I also post them on Instagram. Only 3 minutes, 3 minutes to make them, which I guess is okay because it means I have to really condense everything. You should see the length of the video that it is originally. It's about, I don't know, each video is probably about 10 minutes, 13 minutes. And then I have to condense it all to the main message, the main point. I think I can ramble a bit or explain the same point over and over. So I'm trying to learn. Okay, let's have a look here. I am still currently getting everything loaded and ready, and I'm also trying to communicate with you at the same time and also look at my phone. So it's all these little things to do. So let's double check I have all that information. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that with astrology, we can often just depend on it or always wait for the next thing, the next thing. But how can we live in the present? How can we live in the now? Whilst also, of course, having some indication as to which vibrations and frequencies might be available to us. But I don't want to do that in a way where, oh, well, be careful, watch out. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. My language, how I communicate it, is changing. I would like it to change, which is a challenge. It is a challenge. Okay, let me see. You'll be entering your Saturn return this year. You'll be 28. What should you prepare for? Help. Oh, that's interesting. Help. See, there we go. Saturn returns can often be built up as, it's like scary. But not in this session anyway. I am currently doing some readings here. Image. Try and not be fearful of the Saturn return. Please, please. Try your best not to be fearful of it. Okay, so let me have a look at your question again, Shay. Okay, so back to school, not sure what for. So sort of, you want to feel for career paths and choices, what could align with you pretty well, and subject schooling, things like that. Okay, I hear you. Let's take a look. Keep my phone there in case anything else comes through, and then I need to kind of center myself and settle in. Give me a moment so I can really read your chart here. Let's look at here. So here we go. Let's begin. To me, Shay, it makes a bit of sense as to why you might even be asking these types of questions in the first place, right? Here's the reason for why I think this is. What is coming up ahead is, yes, the new moon in Capricorn. Like I was saying, it's happening on the 18th of January. And it's actually going to happen right on your natal sun, okay? It's going to align with the sun in your chart. I believe we did briefly look at your solar return chart before. I think we did. But anyway, you might just want to look into your solar return chart for the year for more information. But the point being, because of these types of alignments, the type of frequency we're getting is that of, okay, you might be considering here your hopes and wishes for the future. You might be considering, okay, well, what would you perhaps like to build? You could be the type of person who finds yourself aiming towards maybe a new certain goal. That could be the type of person you are. Right, with Capricorn, yes, Capricorn is known as the master builder. But the thing I want you to keep in mind with this, especially because of the upcoming new moon in Capricorn, is to be somewhat intentional about what it is that you would like to build to begin with. To be intentional about maybe how you move, how you can move with greater awareness about each step. Maybe this is even about, for example, the actual enjoyment of the process itself. So, this type of process, possibly to do with, yeah, it could be a new job, a new role, a new position, because the sun rules your sixth house of work and service. Even the North Node is also there in Leo in the sixth house. Therefore, perhaps in some ways, this new moon could activate this part of you that might be aiming toward a type of role where you can lead, you can direct, you can manage, or where you can maybe be a bit more playful and childlike and innocent, right? You could even bring your skills of communication and being quite conceptual with Mercury and Aquarius, right? You can bring those skills over to that of a new potential role. Maybe, hey, it's a creative role or position. And as I'm sharing this with you, Shay, I want you just to consider, okay, how does it feel for you? How do these roles or positions align maybe with a particular new stage of your life, right? This is where I want you to see that the most important the most important player in all of this is you. And you know what? That could also be a very Leo thing within itself, right? Where maybe what could be coming through here is with the Aquarius part of you, you seem to possess these qualities, these attributes, these skills to do with seeing the bigger picture, maybe working with systems, right? Working with highly complex systems, maybe especially through health or using healthcare systems comes to mind. But again, what I'm trying to get at with the North Node in Leo is it's about that application and possibly even, you know what, how you can carry forward or bring over that systematic way of thinking and doing into that of possibly supporting children. That could be another option here. You also do have the moon in Cancer, so that could speak to your nurturing side as well, right? So, what I'm trying to get at here, Shay, is that this does appear to be a type of vibrational period that is about building in some capacity. And then, with the same token, because Jupiter is opposite this Capricorn influence, I think there's an inner knowing right now for you, right? There's an internal processing that's happening where maybe you do feel like you've outgrown particular spaces or areas, or maybe it's that you feel like you've reached a point in your life where you've been a caregiver, or you've been a nurturer, or you have sort of poured your heart into your children or your pets or your loved ones. So, what's then coming up for you is that of, okay, well, is there possibly something else that you can do with these nurturing skills you possess? Heck, this could be a case of, you know what, being of service, right? Being of service and supporting others, making other people's lives better, because the 11th house is also about community. It's about service. It's about the types of differences that you might want to see in the world. So that could be where you want to possibly think about where you'll pour your energy into. That could be a big thing. Now, let's also think about, let me just check over here. New moon, yeah. Okay, so indeed, with the new moon, of course, new moons do highlight times when we plant a new seed. And so, in this way, try to think about how you can plant a new seed with intention. With intention. Not because you feel like you have to or you should, but because maybe this is a new chapter, a new role where you feel like, you know what, it's very purposeful, it's very meaningful to you. It provides you with a type of responsibility that is manageable too. And it's where you can even give off yourself in a way where you're helping, right? You're helping other people. Then, as I was also trying to say, there does seem to be this square aspect, right? So the sun makes a square to Pluto, it means the new moon will also make a square to Pluto, of course, when it happens. Right. This then highlights that possibly such changes could very well transform you or change you physiologically or psychologically. It could even be a case of you aiming toward things that are more psychological, that are more profound and hidden, so that you might be able to do a lot of research to help people, to support people. Could even be through, especially through a lens of relationships, right? Through a lens of relationships. So the support can come that way. Again, feel into this, see how this sits with you, of course. And then let's also think about this further, because Jupiter, the very ruler of your midheaven, and the midheaven does speak to career. It does speak to that. Jupiter is there in Libra as well. And Saturn is there. Saturn rules all of that Capricorn. So I'm getting from this maybe these rules, these positions to do with supporting others within relationships, maybe psychologically. Could even be a case of being a counselor or a therapist. Or, you know what, if we are to move it away from solely being a career thing, this whole process could be more about an internal thing, something that shifts within you, right? Because of certain changes that you want to make about, maybe it is to do with other people or the world at large. Because of that process, something changes within you, something about possibly the dynamics within your relationships changes. So those certain things could happen. And then also Neptune is there with the midheaven, remember? And Neptune is one of your chart rulers. Yeah, well, Jupiter, by the way, is the other chart ruler. I want to say that. And we go back to Libra. But Neptune is the other one. And with Neptune being right up there on at the very top of your chart, that could indicate that the types of professional roles that you strive towards, that you find to be quite aspirational, involves the likes of service, involves being very compassionate and empathetic and almost using knowledge as a way to make an impact where people feel like they're being supported. What I get from this is that you have such a genuine heart. When we even connect that in with the moon being in Cancer, your Pisces rising, those sort of water placements could highlight just the amount of empathy that you have to share. And with Neptune being in Sagittarius, it's almost as if to say the rules that you go for could be about you giving so much of yourself, possibly even volunteering or charity work, or hey, you know what? This could be a case of working within your communities, because I do get from this the social side, right? With all of the 11th house, maybe wanting to become a social worker, that could be a possibility. And again, I'm really going based on these types of alignments that I notice, and truly it's about how this all really sits with you. But I do find it interesting that there is a new shift. There is a change here. And I think a big part of that is because of how we're seeing a lot of the Capricorn cross over. They're connecting in with the sun. And the sun, I mean, the sun does speak to our very vitality. It speaks to who we are to a large extent, that the part of us that feels seen and knows ourselves, that type of conscious awareness about ourselves, and maybe consciously you identify with being someone who is quite ambitious, right? Capricorns are known for being very ambitious, but with the same token, yes, okay, so you're ambitious, but you're also, I would suggest, pretty intuitive, and you sort of can understand what other people need without them necessarily having to ask. So that could be where your skills are gonna shine, right? So to find a certain role or position where you can bring those skills forward is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, that is interesting. Very interesting to see. And do remember that Saturn and Neptune are about to shift. So they will move in the next coming weeks, and there will be the conjunction that will happen in your second house. So that could be a type of opportunity to maybe tune in with a new type of part of you that is about, all right, well, new leadership role. Maybe seeing in which ways you wish to uh, accumulate money in a different way that aligns with your independence. Yeah, that could be a vibrational shift up ahead. But yes, Shay, thank you so much. I hope that was somewhat helpful. And if anybody would like to book a mini reading, do let me know. Yeah, so you've been being a caregiver, raising your kids, now you're raising your grandson. Yeah, so you feel like you're ready for maybe something new or different, a bit of a change. Forensics, I feel, is quite a eighth house subject. Yeah. Yeah, Pluto, I think, is quite a forensic planet, I guess, with the rulerships and things. Um, and then I can't remember what did your chart look like there a second, sorry. Yeah, and then I guess with accounting, that can be quite Venus in Capricorn, even all of the Capricorn influences there of being quite organized and orderly. Even Saturn, right? Saturn being in the eighth house, managing other people's money, working with large sums of money, that could be a possibility, right? Even with Jupiter nearby. Yeah, so those could be possible avenues. We do see those kind of signatures, I guess you could say, in your chart. Yeah, that's interesting to see those connections. Again, thank you very much, Shay. So I shall just wait and see if anybody else would like to book. And again, just to let you know that For a few days, you can receive 22% off any of my services. You just have to use the code GamePlayer at checkout. Oh, and also, Shay, I want to say happy birthday to you for Sunday. Yes, I hope you have the best day. And hello to Maiden. Hi, to Maeve Maiden. You today is your birthday. Nice. Happy birthday to you, Maeve. Amazing. Um, you're also okay. You're an Irish girly. Nice, nice, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh well, I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Hope you didn't have to work or anything, because I suppose it is a Tuesday. But thanks for stopping by and saying hello. I really appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. And of course, Shay, you're welcome, and thanks for booking. Oh, look at this. So nice. I'm not sure what I could do to maybe uh, show you. Could I show you more info? Oh, I might show this. I've been sort of trying to kill time in other lives. I could show this possibly. Yeah, I received this as a gift a good few years ago, and I did frame it, right? I did frame it, but then the frame got all weird. I don't know why. You took the day off. Amazing. Amazing. That you got to do it. You have to take the day off on your birthday and enjoy your birthday. So this is a lovely I wouldn't say illustration, piece of art uh, of my birth chart using the Placidus system. And like I said, I got this painted a few years ago. I think it was 2020 or something like that. And yeah, very beautiful, very, very beautiful. I honestly I forget the name of the artist. If I remember, I will post his information. But yes, I think he's from Australia. Australia, I'm pretty sure. Or lives in Australia. But anyway, very kind of him. Very cool. I do need to think about maybe getting it framed though. Yeah. But anyway, so and then let me see if I have yeah, so nice, isn't it? So nice. And then I got this. Let me see. When was it? Yeah, 2023. This is from Egypt. What I'm about to show you. I don't know, I'm being all weird. I keep thinking there's a spider or something that's gonna fall out of it. It's fine. Okay. Yes. I'm not It's very cool, right? It's so cool. I love it. It has all of the zodiac signs. Yes. So much detail. But that's another thing I have not gotten what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Framed. Framed. I have not gotten it framed. Oh. Yeah. I love it. Is there anything else I want to show you? Hold on. Right, that's okay. Oh, maybe I can show you these. These are little astrology cards that I got a long time ago. I think I got these in 2018 or something. I think it was that. So, yeah, there's a little book, astrology reading cards. And maybe we could play a game where I shuffle these and we kind of go over fun descriptions of each combo, right? Maybe we could do that. That could be a good thing to do. So yeah, they are split by the planets. Yeah, my camera is not mirrored, so I can show you what these are. Yeah, okay, that's all the planets. I've done that. And then the signs, zodiac signs. Yeah. And the houses. Yeah. See if I can even get them in order. Right. So we have the first house. That's probably better. Yeah, the first house. Of course, there's a mirror. What people see and the impression you give. That's what it says. There is the second house with money on it. Sorry, I'm not sure if you can see that. It says the assets, finances, and the things that you value. Where am I going? The third house. And it says your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. There's the fourth house. It's so shiny or something. I don't know. It's kind of annoying me. It's very blurry as well, which is annoying. But it says your home and the roots of your being. Oh, I like that. The roots of your being. I like that. Boom, 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 boom. Where is the fifth house? Where did that go? Is it not here? Oh, there, it's there, I think. The fifth house. And it says where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Indeed, I have a stellium in the fifth house. Always creating things. There's the sixth house. And it says the work, health, and duty area of your life. That's 6. There is the seventh house. And it says the area of your life. This area of your life, is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Yeah. The eighth house. The eighth house. The transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. There's the ninth house. This is a pretty cool card. I like that. I like how colorful it is. It's very red as well. I love that. Broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Where is the 10th house? Did I lose it? Oh my gosh. The 10th house is not here. Where is the 10th house? Did I lose it? Let's see. I think I might have lost it. Yeah. I don't see it here. Or is it under there? Oh, there it is. It was under there. Okay. The 10th house. Your achievements and status in the outside world. Then we have the 11th house, which says where the cosmos grants wishes, lucks, friends, and social occasions. And finally, the 12th house, which says this is the area of life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Oh, that's interesting. You yield to a greater cause or power. You yield to it. That's an interesting choice of words. So anyways, yeah, those were all of the houses cards. Hello to Sharisa. Welcome. You say that your 10th house is intercepted in your chart. Well, I'm considering making a series about interceptions because I feel like interceptions, there's a lot of really juicy things to say about interceptions. So let's go through the planets then. Well, some of these are not actually planets, but we're just going to go for it. They're still planet cards. We have Chiron. There. Oh, the myth. Oh, there's Chiron. There, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach and learn remedies. I like that. Your ability to teach and learn remedies. I really like that. Oh, sorry. You meant that's funny. Yeah, I didn't notice. Sorry. That was good. That was well played. That was well played, Sharisa. Yeah, it was interesting. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was good. That was really witty. Okay. Hello to Enlightened. Welcome to you. You have 4 planets in Aquarius. You've got the Moon, Mercury, Neptune, and Uranus. Oh, that's so much Aquarius. I mean, yeah, you certainly march to the beat of your own drum, right? Yeah, you do things your way. Which I have a lot of Aquarius planets and I'm kind of like that. But anyway, so Vesta, we have Vesta in the house, which to be fair, I didn't think it's weird to see. It's weird to see a card with Vesta. I mean, I think it's also because there's no other asteroids that have joined this collection. I'm like, why Vesta out of all of them? Why was Vesta chosen? I don't know. But hey, Vesta is here. She's looking good. What 4 bodies in Aquarius? What does it mean? With 4 bodies in Aquarius, what does it mean for you? Well, I mean, it really does depend. It all depends on your relationship with those planets, how they speak to other planets, how they speak to your whole chart, you know. Yes, indeed. Okay, the sun. There is the sun. So bright, shining so bright. Love it. It says your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. I like the immortal spirit piece. I quite like that. Yep, I do like that. Ooh, there's Mars. Oh, Mars. Class. I love the red. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. I love that red. I'm definitely a Mars girly. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Okay, we have Venus. Venus. I'm your Venus. I'm your I don't know what the song is. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Oh, I mean, sounds like a lot. Okay, so the moon. I quite like this. Yeah, I like how the moon is reflecting off the water. So nice. And it says you're unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. Yes, the moon is so personal to us, isn't it? Okay, we have Saturn. Saturn. The part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Oh, yeah, do you know what? I like that. Yeah, the wisdom that comes through challenge. Yeah, it comes from challenge. I quite like that. You're okay. So Pluto. We have a bit of Pluto over here, which says your ability to transform, take a leap forward, and rebirth. Bum ba bum bum. The Phoenix. Oh, I like that. To take a leap forward and rebirth. Yeah, to have the courage to move from one state to another. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Oh, Neptune is very nice. I quite like Neptune. And it says your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Oh, there's Uranus. Gotta love Uranus. Ooh. Which says your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. We have two left. We have Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter. Which says your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. And finally, Mercury, out of all the planets. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. So those are all of the planets. We have the houses, the planets, and signs then would be our final ones. Should we go through them in order this time, or does it really matter? Does it matter? I guess we can go through them in order. There's Aries. Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is required. Taurus. Oh, I like Taurus. It's very pretty. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, healthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. We have Gemini next. That's cool. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Cancer. Oh, look at that. How nice is that? Cancer is so nice. Oh. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. There is Leo. Look at Leo. I mean, come on. Very cool. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Oh, I like that. The importance of self-belief. Yes. Where is Virgo? There's our Virgo here. In the fields. Saying the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Libra. The Libra here. Which says this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. There's Scorpio, which looks kind of like Pisces one, to be honest. which says the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive, it says. Oh. What's next? Sorry, where are we? Oh, Sagittarius. Here we are. Yep, Sagittarius. Another fiery sign. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. As for our Capricorn, it's Capricorn season, of course. I like this. I like it. It looks really pretty. Yeah. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Aquarius. I like that. That is probably one of my favorite cards. I love it. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Finally, Pisces. Which says this energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Interesting choice of words at the end there. But anyway, so those are my astrology cards. I put them all in order now, I guess. So that's nice. So it goes in order of planet. Okay, so planet. And then sign and then house. Yeah. Actually, I should probably put them the other way around. I might go after this because I feel like it's just time. Haven't had anybody else book during this session, which is all good. It's, to be fair, it's a Tuesday. Usually it's a bit more active at the weekend. Let's see. People are working and stuff during the week, I guess. And then there we go. Yeah. Well, I showed you my astrology cards anyway. I got these, I think, how long ago? Nearly 10 years ago. No. 2018. Well, to be fair, it's about 8 years ago, which is pretty much nearly a decade ago, which is wild. I'm like, hi. But anyway, there we go. I think I'll get going then. Oh, unless anyone does want a book, but I don't think anybody is available for a booking right now. There we go. So that was, do you know what? That was kind of semi-productive because it meant that I was able to pick the cards in order. I wonder, can I show you other books I have? I remember I got this book a couple of years ago in Edinburgh. Astrology in Focus, Find Your Rising Sign. So if you've ever struggled with knowing what your rising sign is because you don't have your time of birth, I think this book helps with that. It does. It helps. I haven't read it in the longest time, so let me see. Yeah, it helps you gauge where the sun could be in your chart. Obviously, if the sun, yeah, depending on if you were born during the day or at night, then the sun is going to be in a different location. So typically, If you were born during the day, then the sun is going to be above the horizon. But if you're born at night, it's typically going to be below the horizon. So I think that this book helps with trying to figure out, if you don't know your rising sign, you don't know your time of birth. Okay, well, where was the sun, right? Where was the sun whenever you were born? And give certain descriptions. Late morning to midday, midday birth, where it has more of the sun at the top, right, at the top of the chart. So I know that I was born 7, but it's closer to 8 p.m. So I do have a night chart because I was even born in February. And whenever I do look at this, it does say, let me see, does it align with that? Sun, yeah, an early evening. Yeah, early evening birth. Here, yeah. Early evening birth I had. And then it gives descriptions of what that is. Yeah, it's kind of aligning with the 5th house, which I do have a 5th house sun using Placidus. And then I have a 6th house sun using the whole sign system. A birth just before midnight can put, it can suggest that the sun is near the very bottom of the chart, around the 4th house area. So if you were born around midnight. Do I read persona charts? I don't. And hello to you. Thanks for tuning in. I have heard of persona charts though, and it was one of the very loyal viewers actually of the channel who told me about persona charts. She asked me, can you maybe make videos about persona charts? And yeah, I don't have that up, but I do find it interesting, isn't it? Where you basically take each of the planets from your birth chart and give them their own chart, isn't that right? It's almost like the birth of those planets, but you're trying to maybe understand the context of each planet through that chart or using that chart. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that that's how it works. I could be wrong. I might look into mine after. Now that you say that. Have you looked into your persona charts at all? There's the descendant. Yeah, the 6th, 5th. Your sun sign. There's some examples here. Oh, yeah, it's giving ascendant definitions. Well, appearance definitions. I don't know. Interesting. Pasty face, round face. It says here a bulldog appearance for Taurus, apparently. So I don't know. It says for Scorpio risings, plain looking. So that's fun. Oh dear, it's funny. It says for Virgo risings, good looking, and then it says for Libra risings, very nice looking. Oh, do you know what I find really funny about these descriptions? It's like, how do you define what is good looking and what's not? You know what I mean? Sorry. Anyway. Oh, here's the rising sign descriptions as well. Let's see. It says. Okay, I'm going to read my rising Virgo rising, see what it says about me, and I'll see if it's accurate, okay? Okay, I feel like I'm in English class, but anyway. This difficult sign, oh, well, Virgo risings, we're difficult. This difficult sign suggests that there was something wrong during childhood, okay? Even when he or she isn't wanted, somehow fate soon decrees that he gets in somebody's way. Sometimes the mother simply cannot cope, is sickly or neurotic. The parents are in some way detached or distanced from the child. This may be due to circumstances or due to the fact that the parents find something more interesting to do than bringing up a child. These children can be fussy and neurotic, especially over matters related to health or food, and they can become hypochondriacs. The child is clever, but he may be shy or backward in coming forward in some way. Sometimes this child simply does not gel with the rest of the family. In other cases, his loud voice and fondness for speaking out irritates his school teachers. Virgo rising people do better later in life when their ability to sort, analyze, and investigate matters and their habit of reading stand them in good stead. I'm literally reading this book to you. These subjects can be confrontational, argumentative, and cutting when they feel the need to defend themselves. I feel like that's really aligning with the Scorpio and the third house stuff for Virgo risings. But anyway, they often have pale skins and good bone structure and dark hair. I don't know about that. And they keep their good looks throughout life. I really don't know about that. As long as they do not, as long as they do not gain too much weight. Well, that adds a lot of pressure, doesn't it? Well, that's nice. These people, I better not get sick, guys, and add weight. Anyway, these people can be unusual, talented, and real perfectionists. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Virgo rising, doesn't it? Interesting. Is there any other one I could read? Does anybody have a suggestion of which one else to read for the rising signs? It's just a bit of fun. It's fun. Right? It's just being lighthearted, playful with astrology. It doesn't have to be so serious all the time. Sure it doesn't. Oh. Well, I think we're coming to the end. I think it is time to go. Because nobody else is booked for this session. Jumping on maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, we'll see. Oh, Cancer. You want me to read Cancers? Okay. Oh, Sagittarius. I'll do Sagittarius. Okay. I'm reading you all story. Okay. Okay, I'll read you Sagittarius rising. By the way, these are not my words. They are by Sasha Fenton. Okay? Just let you know. And if Sasha Fenton ever watches this, I'm just lighthearted, okay? I'm being lighthearted. I'm not like poking fun at your work. I'm just being lighthearted, okay? just saying. Okay, so Sagittarius risings. Many astrologers and people who are interested in spiritual matters have this sign rising or in some important place on their charts. The childhood seems to be reasonable, but the child is keen to leave home early and to experiment with different ideas. If the child grows up in a strongly religious atmosphere, he will almost inevitably reject this and look for meaning in other philosophies. This rising sign often belongs to a quite favored younger child in the family. Oh, right, okay, okay. Oh, and right. These people are kind, humorous, and sympathetic, and they can be tactless and sarcastic, competitive and hurtful when they feel the need. They are fairly tall and often quite plain. Oh, with a long jaw. Their friendly, humorous, and intelligent natures make them popular. So, moon vibes with Mason. How does that resonate with you? Let us know on a scale of 1 to 10 how much that resonated with you. So just... Anyway, right, let's do Cancer next. Cancer risings, yeah, for Bella. Okay. This can be an excellent rising sign, or a surprisingly difficult one. Oh, well, which one are you? The mother, the mother is a strong influence and often a strong role model. Oh, in some cases, the child's mother cares, but in other cases, she is a powerful and frightening figure. The Cancer rising child is often the older one who takes the responsibility for looking after the younger members of the family. This person may go on later to marry a younger partner or one who is sick, insecure, or who needs mothering or shoring up in other ways. The Cancer rising nature is cautious and sometimes quite suspicious of others. These people are deeply intuitive and they only deal with those whom they can trust. Most have good business heads on their shoulders and they are capable and responsible with money and with other aspects of their lives. Oh, I do see that. I definitely see that in Cancers. Very, very good at business. One fault that seems to beset some of these people is that of penny pinching. Some endure school and get out as soon as they can. Others do quite well at school. The Cancer rising person is usually nice looking with a rounded face and figure. They often have plenty of slightly wavy hair. Yeah. You are. Oh, interesting. So you're the eldest of four. So yeah, that does fit you with being the older responsible one. Very interesting indeed. I do sometimes, yeah, I wonder even I have a sister and I wonder if she had a Cancer rising. Maybe she did because she was the oldest of all of us. I don't know. I don't know. Could be true, could be not true. But that's interesting to see how it applies for you. Yeah, I would say that from this description, it does highlight some of the challenges that I experienced too in my own childhood. Yep, I can see it for sure. Though I don't think I was a fussy child though. I wasn't fussy. I think I was always told I was quite calm and um yeah, calm and kept to myself. I wouldn't say I was neurotic either. Though I can be a bit of a hypochondriac. I can. Chondriac. Chondriac. But yeah. Yeah, I think I can be. But anyway, I think I've been here for about an hour now, and on that note, I am going to get going. I think that's probably the best thing to do. But thank you, everyone. Bella, of course, no problem. Give thanks to Sasha Fenton. Yep, shout out to Sasha Fenton, the author of this book. Very cool. That would be cool to do like an astrology book club. I could just come on and read you an astrology book. Would you? I mean, would anybody care about that? I don't even know. Would you care about that? Would you? I'm not sure. To come on and just read astrology books. I don't know. But it's just ideas just come to me, and I don't have to act on them. They just come up and I say them. But anyway, so I'm gonna get going. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Sasha. Thanks, Sasha. You would join. Oh, okay. You would join like an astrology book club. Hmm. Huh. Astrology book club. I'm looking at my books. Astrology book club. I do have a lot of books. Oh. Anyway, I gotta get going for sure this time, everyone. I'm just sort of delaying time. But have a lovely rest of your day. And if you would like me to come back on to do any more live readings throughout the week or anything, I will. I think I probably will jump back on tomorrow night or on Thursday. So yeah, I'll let you know. Thanks, everyone, and I will talk to you very soon.